What's good, YouTube land? That Weird Collector here. I'm trying this. No, wrong game. There we go. I say try this again, but I deleted the first footage. That's... Alright, let's... So I figured, with the success of the most recent movie, why not capitalize on some more keyword traffic, and play one of my favorite Power Rangers games. It's also, I'm pretty sure, the last one released on DS was Power Rangers Super Legends, back when Operation Overdrive was the main series, so I think 2008, something like that. We've got new game. We got co-op, which I have never played. I owned a physical copy of this game, and I've never played. I've never actually looked at the credits either. I don't think I've ever finished this game either. So hopefully I can finish this. And hopefully the audio will actually stay. Oh, this game's actually running smoothly now that I'm in, I changed one of the settings on my recording software. Okay. If Cleo reaches the time tamer, there will be major temporal crisis in the making. Yeah, this game is known for having, like, an original story that never made its way into any other Power Rangers fiction. It's also known for being... well, we'll get into that in a little bit, but yeah, you can do the Spider-Man thing where you jump on walls. Huh, huh. Huh, huh. I recognize that noise. It's the Putty Patrol, who look nothing like this in the newest movie. Yeah, why, but, you know, it's okay. Why is melee attacks? Aya. Y is a sword. B is a jump. A is a gun, which is basically a stun gun. Aya. You can break things like that for health if you need it. Nope, I want jump and slash for more health. Huh. We can look at the top screen on the left. Unfortunately, I can't go up there at all. Behind you! What now? It's a Crybot from SPD. Hand-to-hand combat. That's why you have the sword for all the Crybots, because the only two minions I believe in this game are Crybots and the Putty Patrol, and they basically just die from 3 hits, like 2 regular shots and an uppercut, and that beats all the minions. Like, this game is like besides the bosses, the game is a pretty easy side scroller. Okay, I wanted to jump, but I pressed the stun gun button, which still works, but not before he got a shot off. Here's the fat space gangster Bluto. It's the end of the line, lizard lips. Ah, good old Power Rangers attempts at humor. Really? So that's my little friends. Running headbutt! It's kind of funny that the only voiceovers are for the main characters themselves. Like, no one has a voice. No one else makes any noise but the main ranger you're playing as. Travel back in time before these pesky Power Rangers were born. Great. Yelling, ha 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 ha. Take care of your friend, Ranger. I'll stop Pluto. And it's the Omega Ranger. Who are you? I'm the Omega Ranger, friend from another time. I used my Omega Crystal to travel here. Which way did that monster go? He went into the time chamber. You've got to stop him. Don't worry. That mutant has met his match. Okay, jump! No! Okay, you can't actually jump. If I had one issue, is that, like, the combat is ridiculous. This combat feels ridiculously slow. Ah, yeah. I love that. The defeated animation. Another ranger. What is this? A convention? Funny you should say that, Gluto. I am actually going to a convention this weekend. This should be posted on the 30th. So, and on the 30th, like, of March. So. Yeah, that was a horrible sentence. I'm sorry. My brain just went. But yeah, I'm gonna be at Geek Market. If you guys live in Ottawa, if any of you live in Ottawa, feel free to, I don't know, meet me. I'm not gonna be at any booths, any panels or anything, but I'm just gonna be there to enjoy it. Give up, Gluto. You know you can't beat me. Oh, but I already have, Ranger. I wonder what would happen to your precious Omega Crystal if you try to travel to 2 different time periods at once. No! So long, Omega Ranger. Ah! So we beat that level. I beat 17 out of the 18. Somehow I missed one. I don't understand how. And here we are, basically nowhere. Where am I? I thought it was history. You are Omega Ranger, or at least part of it. You've been transported to the Hall of Legends, a place outside of space and time. And here's this guy, who was an original character designed for this game, the Guardian of the Hall of Legends, who has a badass design with lightning bolts as sideburns on his helmet. Like, that is ridiculously awesome. Well, thanks for saving me, Gramps. This Omega Ranger's got a bit of an attitude issue. But I've got to go. Good, still in the time chamber. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 Gluto. I read an article pretty recently that, like, somebody, I guess, interviewed, or in an interview with one of the guys behind SPD, one of the, I guess, guys helped make SPD, And somebody asked him about the light bulb, because I don't know if that's horrible. Because if you watch SPD, you know the Omega Ranger was like didn't have a suit, like as an actor playing him out of his suit. Like they had to use Sentai footage, and apparently the guy said that they weren't informed that there was a Sixth Ranger. So by the time the Sixth Ranger came around, they didn't have they couldn't afford to hire another actor to play him. So they just went with the best situation they could, which was turn him into a ball of light. Yes. And then create a really random backstory to. Although they did, by the end at the very last episode of the season, they had an actor to play him when he was leaving in his demorph state, I think. But yeah, we're going to the West Wing. That was a bit rambling. I'm sorry. Without your Mega Crystal, too weak to fight Gluto and his henchmen yourself. You'll need some help. And he just shows the random thing on the screen, which if you're not paying attention to the right side of the screen, you probably would never notice. Chrono Crystal. You know, I thought of this the last time I tried to record this, but that, like, the Guardian's basically a ghost, and I said out loud that I could imagine that being like Zordon's suit if he was a Ranger, which is a slight spoiler because in the newest Power Ranger movie, Zordon is the original Red Ranger in that timeline. But this, I still would love to see this suit design somewhere. Chrono Crystal. He can use them to lend us some of his energy. If you collect these crystals and bring them to me, I will be able to unlock more of your dormant Ranger powers, which are basically like longer combos, like drill kicks and like added punches onto your combos. You can do different things. I think you can jump higher. I don't remember. And we need 4,000 to learn another move. The fate of the time itself depends on you. And suddenly he's like, I won't fail you, Guardian. Before he was like, yeah, no thanks, Gramps. Now he's like, oh, I won't fail you. I will use my powers to open the time area where Gluto has fled. As you transfer Chrono Crystals to me, I will gain more of my own power. Use this power to open the portals to other Power Ranger eras. Go now, there isn't much time. And you get transported all the way to your the next stage of the game, which is in Operation Overdrive. So I just want to look around a bit. You got 4 levels of Operation Overdrive. And he does this every single time you leave. You can go to Time Force, but unfortunately the second level is not unlocked yet. I guess that's later in the game. And we'll just take a brief look at all the eras I can go to. Unfortunately, there's no running faster in this game. We can go all the way to the left. Everything has a sound. I can't recognize that suit, that helmet very well. Probably because I've never gotten that far in the game. Operation Overdrive. Yeah, Mighty Morphin's all the way at the top, like right there on the left. I think this right here is Ninja Storm. And you can see SPD right there on the left as well. Right above. So that, the one I was trying to get to is SPD. But, I think that's gonna wrap up this episode. I don't know how many episodes I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and do a couple levels each time because this game gets very very repetitive. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep it weird.